Hey, what is up everyone? Crew Danny and Puchoy Crew Alex. In this video, we're going to show you guys a home workout, basically a shadowboxing for Muay Thai workout. All right, it's great because it requires zero equipment and it's only going to take you 10 minutes to complete. All right, it's going to consist of 3 rounds, but every round I'm going to show you guys what to shoot as techniques. All right, and then we're only going to take a 30-second pause. All right, so we're going to set our timer for 3 minutes with a 30-second break. We're going to repeat this 3 times for a 10-minute workout. All right, so here we go. I'm going to set the timer. Now, round number 1, I want Alex to only be throwing straight punches. So that's your jab or your cross in any fashion he wants. Only straight knees and also only teeps. All right, so basically 3 isolated things. Straight punches, I want you to do straight knees, as well as teeps from the left or the right leg. All right, you can make these in combinations or singular attacks. All right, so here we go for 3 minutes. We shadow boxing. I'll move out of the way, give him more space. And every time we shadow box, especially if you're using this as a single piece workout, only this 10-minute workout, what you want to do is always go light with your technique. You never want to hit too hard punching the air, so you protect and preserve your joints. All right, so sometimes we'll use these types of workouts as a warm-up before our training sessions, all right? Before doing a heavy bag, before doing the partner drills, also before doing some mitt or pad work. All right, so he moves around. And he's throwing straight punches. He's got some knees in there. He's also got some front kicks or push kicks. All right, so basically all linear attacks, all frontal attacks, visualizing an opponent. This is great because it's warming up our shoulders. It's working some cardio and conditioning. We're working on our technique, our footwork because we're moving around, and our visualization because we always want to visualize when we shadow box. We're not just throwing punches, kicks, or knees. We're actually aiming somewhere on an opponent, that imaginary opponent in front of us. And that's how you bring the techniques into the fight. So we're halfway in. And there's no right or wrong way of doing your techniques or combinations. You're only limited by your own imagination when you do shadow boxing. The only thing you want to make sure of is keeping great technique. All right, so keeping your hands up, nice form, not dropping your hands, and ensuring that your feet are always in proper placement. So once again, straight punches. That's your left or right straight punch. We have left or right knees, and we have left or right push kicks. 1 minute to go. And sometimes during this round, at any given moment, if you want to throw a blitz, maybe like a couple of 1-2s back and forth, maybe like 6 or 8 punches straight, you can do that. You want to double up on your jabs, 30 seconds to go. Changing levels, sometimes hitting straights to the body, push kicks to the face, moving around, 15 seconds. Almost there. And time. And now we're going to drop into 30 seconds of bodyweight squats. Non-stop, just doing those, burning those quadriceps. And that's why we call this one a solo workout, because we're not taking any rest. We're doing our shadow boxing techniques. And instead of taking a 1-minute break, we're only taking 30 seconds. And while we're doing that 30-second break, we're having that workload anyways. In this case, we're doing squats. And now we're into round number 2. So now as he goes now, he's going to throw some combinations once again, but every combo is going to finish with a knee. All right, we're just going to specifically throw knees right after our combinations. So anything he wants, he's throwing some combinations using his boxing and finalizing the combo with a knee. All right, just moving around. It's very similar to the first round, but now we're focusing on those knees. So when you throw your boxing combinations, you can throw a single punch, you can throw 2 punch attacks, 3, 4, 5, 6, as many as you wish. We're just keeping the movement going here, keeping that flow. We're shadow boxing. But once again, just for the purpose of this second round, we're going to try to finish with a straight knee at the end of our combinations. And we like to do this a lot every time we do our workouts. I like to create some isolated specifics. So basically focusing on something in particular. So in this case, it's knees, but sometimes it might be like punches, boxing. It might be blocking. It might be head movement. We might focus on footwork, distancing, or other times you might just focus on elbows. All right. So in this case, I just wanted to focus on some knees. All right. Since we're training Muay Thai, knees are very important. Whether you're doing Muay Thai, full Muay Thai rules, amateur Muay Thai, or kickboxing rules, knees to the body are very, very efficient. Very important tools and weapons to practice. All right, you don't see enough people throwing knees, I find. So whether you're doing mixed martial arts, kickboxing, amateur Muay Thai, or professional Muay Thai, knees to the body, super efficient techniques, and you need to practice them on a regular basis. We're almost there in round 2. A lot of times people ask me, how many calories will I burn if I just shadow box and I don't have like equipment, for example? And I always say that's always dependent on the intensity. All right, so it's not just the speed and the power. The intensity just also means, the intensity will also mean basically you focusing. All right, so you can go hard, you can go fast when you shadow box, but it's meaningless if you're not focusing. All right, you can go more technical and slow it down and really use a pace that you want in a fight, and you really use a pace that you'll want in a fight. You dictate that pace, but you're really focusing on what you're doing, and that increases that calorie burn. All right, now we're gonna do mountain climbers. So this is our second set here, second round, 30 seconds rest, but we're still working. So every exercise now is 30 seconds, and when you go back up to your feet to shadow box, you're more and more tired as the rounds build up. All right, so in this case, we're showing you guys a 10-minute, 3-round workout, but sometimes we might focus on 10-round workouts, which will take you longer. We might do this in a future video. All right, so last and final round, round number 3. We're shadow boxing once again, Alex, but this time we're imagining the opponent's throwing some leg kicks. So every time you're gonna check a leg kick in any direction, I want you to counter right back. All right, so you're doing your regular shadow boxing, but we're putting some emphasis on an opponent's kicking your leg. You have to block it and counter right back. All right, this really creates that agility, that rebound effect in our legs. All right, everyone's pretty agile with our hands, but we're not so agile with our kicks. So it's very important to practice these types of drills where you block and then you counter back. So whether you counter with hands, whether you counter with knees, elbows, or even kicks, that's your choice in this round. But you guys want to always focus on these things. So as you check a kick, don't just stand there and wait for something else to come back at you. You check the kick and you make them pay. You want to rebound right away with a counter. So by practicing this on a regular basis, this becomes instinctive. And as soon as you see someone throwing a leg kick at you, you're going to block it and you're going to counter right back. Very important strategies to practice. So this is our third and final round for this solo drill workout. So we're about halfway in. So don't forget, 3-round shadow boxing, very important, but what makes this a workout basically is the exercises thrown in between with no rest. So if you're gonna fight, you're gonna have a full 60-second rest. You're not gonna be moving, you're gonna be either sitting or standing still, having a sip of water. In this case, Alex didn't stop, so it makes the workout that more intense. So if you notice in this session, we tried to focus 3 different rounds with 3 different aspects. Every 3-minute round had a different focus. We got 1 minute left here. So one thing I can't emphasize enough is every time you're going to be shadowboxing, try not to be an immovable target. All right, you never want to be a punching bag. So a lot of people will shadowbox, they throw the techniques, but they stay still. All right, it's very important to move around, visualize an opponent pressuring you. You want to move in, you want to move out, you want to move left and right, circle, you want to create angles. You never want to be a sitting duck. So you always want to be moving around, whether it's your feet or your upper body, using your head movement, very important. Visualize your defenses, your blocks, your parries within your shadow boxing. So here he checked, countered with a 1-2, came back with a left kick, inside check, coming back with a combo. Almost there. We've got 5 seconds to go. And we're going to end this at the bell with 30 seconds of burpees. And then this will be our workout for today. So on the burpees, since it's our last one and you're already exhausted by now, do as many as you can in 30 seconds. The important thing is to keep a nice consistent form, nice consistent pace, not to try to go too fast, not to cheat your movements. Notice how we do burpees, we just sprawl, that's the fighting style burpee. I dislike the CrossFit chest down burpee. I think it's useless, but that's for another video time. Very good, Alex. All right, guys, so there you have it. As you can see, Alex is pretty tired. He's in great shape, and this 10-minute workout took a toll on him. So this is great, guys. I just wanted to show you guys some examples of the types of workouts we do in our own training sessions when Alex is prepping for fights, Muay Thai. We like to use this for cardio, sometimes in our morning workouts. I also throw in these types of workouts during my group classes at our own school. All right, so guys, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave us a thumbs up, and if you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe for more Muay Thai trainings just like this one. We will see you
in the next video.
Take care.